Question for the podcast.
Yeah.
How come none of
So
the
we're
Bosa
starting now.
or TJ, or I'm sorry, or JJ was on your guys' defensive line of the?
Well, JJ Watt is like the most overrated defensive lineman in the past 4 years, and that's
they're too busy being the hosts of the Ultimate Tag Show. They can't focus on football.
Which is one letter away from being a whole lot worse than that.
What about the Bosa's?
The Bosa brothers is a definite snub for sure. But Bull, if you put JJ Watt in your top 5 D linemen over the past 3 years, you're a fucking idiot.
Was Aaron Donald in it? I believe yes.
Aaron Donald specifically was not in it.
We left him off because he's not a friend of the show.
What?
Yeah, he said on ESPN, he's like, bro, football focus, fuck those guys.
Yeah. He called us out. Yeah.
Is it because of the Ndamukong Suh winning the biggest nasty?
No, I specifically, if you would have watched the show, which you will in a few days, I guess.
Monday, yeah.
Okay.
Jake, I really want the family graphic.
I know, that's part of the reason why I didn't finish it. I could have just been like, bop, bop, done. I was like, but I want this, do that.
Okay. But yeah, Bull, you'll see why Aaron Donald wasn't on the list.
Okay.
Also, when we get to the team this week, Bull can comment, but he has no input on like final votes and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless his comments change my vote.
Julio Jones should definitely be in it, but that's just me.
Julio Jones isn't on it, I don't.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb.
Oh, he was actually the only one I went on, one receiver.
We're viewing this as a team that would compete in the football Olympics, and we're not going to have a 31-year-old dude on that team.
Yeah.
So either way, welcome everybody to Bro Football Focus episode 51.
Wow.
I'm Hunter. With me, as always, is Austin.
What's going on?
And Jake. Oh, and returning fan favorite guest, it's Bull. He's back.
Hi guys.
It's good to have you back, Bull.
Thank you.
In a while.
Before it's been quite the minute.
Yeah, since we've had any guest. Was Huffy the last guest we've had, or Bull?
It's definitely Huff.
Okay. Well, Bull, anything you want to say or get out there before we get into this?
It feels good to be back on the podcast. I appreciate it. I'm glad. Can we say that I'm the first guest of the new season, or is it still too early?
Well, we don't really have new seasons.
It says season 2 episode, whatever.
Yeah, that is true.
I guess on a technicality, you are the first guest.
Yeah. First guest of season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
I think that should be maybe a thing that happens every year. Get a nice little kickoff show with the 4 of us.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. But
we'll run it by marketing.
Yeah. Depends on what they say. We don't know how you're polling right now, Bull. We have to see after this comes out.
Yeah.
I heard the focus groups were real impressed about it.
You're polling really high with young men 23 to 28. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I think it's my beautiful jaw.
Considering he is like 25% of one.
They're saying like you're a grizzly bear.
I don't know. Is that some kind of weird term?
I don't know all the terms.
A bear.
Yeah.
But either way, let's just hop into this news. I guess the Saints have named Jameis Winston their starter. Probably a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been a very pro Jameis cast from the beginning. So it's good to see our boy get some recognition.
And all of his like drills and antics. I love it.
Yeah. When you get surgically repaired eyeballs and you've been training so hard all off season doing ridiculous
and a guy that
stuff.
has a mitt.
Yeah, it's just beating. So it's good to see Jameis, getting the start. And then up in
the preseason.
Oh yeah, he was dropping dime pieces. He's looking good. I'm sure Sean Payton's coached him up over the past year.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the only thing holding him back was his eyes. Wasn't he a first overall draft pick?
Yeah.
First overall pick, Heisman winner, has a bunch of records in the NFL for like rookie, like first one to throw for so many yards, ridiculous records.
I can't wait to see what happens when he's able to start throwing to Michael Thomas.
Yeah. It's going to look good.
I picked him up late in my stepdad's league last night.
You say ridiculous records. Maybe a fun game would be, because, the NFL is always like, oh, and that's the first time a player under 32 over 28 on a Tuesday threw the ball into the left corner end zone. This is amazing. Great day.
Yeah. We could definitely do that for one of them.
I don't know if they have a database of those, though.
We'll just have to pick them up.
We'll have to just go through the films, go through all the games.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Just all the top 10s from the NFL Network, dude. That's all you need to look at.
Like Don Terry Poe is the heaviest guy to ever throw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Like, what kind of record is that?
Yeah.
Those are like achievements that you get on like the PlayStation or Xbox.
Congratulations, you earned a trophy.
Throw a touchdown with the Hoss.
In other starter news, the Broncos have named Teddy Bridgewater their starter, which is probably the best decision because quarterbacks from Missouri kind of suck, and Drew Lock definitely kind of sucks.
Listen, you want to talk? It looked like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl here, once that was announced, everything was on fire. Cars were being flipped over. Everyone's going wild here.
Only thing I don't like about Teddy Bridgewater is he wears gloves on his hands when he throws, both of them. It's weird.
I like it.
But he does have a huge penis.
Yeah, big dong. But
that was the complete lie. No one's really cares about football here.
Oh,
they do, but they don't. Yeah,
I was gonna say, are they fans of Drew Lock up there?
So the thing about fans here is it's known pretty much since Peyton Manning. It's like your quarterback's gonna suck. Like it's just a merry-go-round of just quarterbacks.
John Elway has just been notoriously bad at selecting quarterbacks. It's very strange.
Yeah, and especially like that, like random, like third string practice wide receiver like hopped in a quarterback, and everyone's like, yeah, well, better than some of the guys.
That was a pandemic issue.
Yeah, totally. But like, it was just
he's another one of those guys with a fun trophy, like first wide receiver to ever start a game at quarterback.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Save these, write these down.
His cleats, I believe, are in the Hall of Fame.
No, I know, for real. And the
he is
list,
not in the Hall of Fame.
Physically, no.
His jersey's in the building.
No, but they have the playbook because they had to cut down the playbook to like 30 plays or whatever. And so it's a little piece of paper and they put the little playbook there. Like, this dude had to learn these plays in a day, like literally a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everyone's used to XYZ as the new quarterback. So we're like, we'll see. But everyone knows that Drew Lock is just like, nah. Some people believe in him. Like, no, it's not his fault. I'm like, no, it's totally his fault.
Nope. It's his fault.
But yeah. Hopefully the big dick energy will go through Mile High Stadium.
Yeah. Austin, I'm involved in this next one. Do you want to read it?
Let me see here. Oh, yeah. So Sony Michel was traded to the Rams for a 5th round and a 6th round pick. And I woke up pretty early on this day. I go to check the waivers and it says Hunter claimed him 30 minutes ago. And G-Man was in there saying, wow, that was fast. Hunter, he's got the notifications on for sure.
I don't know what happened, dude. Like, I was up weirdly early for some reason because my sleep schedule's all fucked up. I go to bed at like 6 a.m. because I get out of work at midnight, and I usually wake up at like 2 p.m. I had no business being up at like 7 in the morning or whenever that happened. But I did. I made it happen. Hopefully score some points because I think I needed some running back depth in the dynasty. But, no Cam Akers. I feel like he's going to be the number 2, so we'll see.
He is the only player to score the touchdown in the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, fun fact.
That's another record.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
What's up with this Cam Newton debacle?
So basically, Cam Newton, was approved from the Patriots to get tested at some off NFL testing site. He went and did that. And then the NFL was like, oh, you just violated COVID protocols. So you're going to have to sit out for 5 to 7 days or something like that. So then people were saying, did they sabotage him for maybe Mac Jones to get in there? Because Belichick's probably one of those coaches that only cares about reps and training camp.
So sorry, Cam.
Yeah.
You violated league protocol.
Mac got more reps than you, and he is more familiar with the offense
He's
now.
more prepared, and preparation is key.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't know
think
if
Cam's going to
you.
be there much longer.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw what
if
Scott
Mac-
Zolak said, but he said that Cam Newton needs to turn off the damn rap music. Yeah. Scott Zolak, former New England Patriot quarterback. Yeah. He said it's making him a bad quarterback.
Seems a bit racial.
Yeah, racially charged.
Yeah, potentially.
You need to turn off the black, okay?
What's Mac Jones listening to? That fucking dude who got canceled for saying the N-word?
Maybe Leonard Skinner.
Mac's listening to Sturgill Simpson, all right? He's a real hometown dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, but I think if Mac Jones has even just a fine season, Cam is not coming back. I really don't see that happening.
Didn't he sign a 2-year extension?
Don't say after the contract's open, but they're not going to re-sign it.
And then you think he's done forever because he's just fat and old now?
I could see him being like one of those analyst dudes that stand in the suits before on the little miniature field and like toss the ball around.
On the field, is he
He's
done?
going to stint in Denver.
Possibly.
He's going to do a stint in Denver.
I feel like if you can't start over Mac Jones, you're probably done.
He is 32 years old.
Yeah.
Who knows? Mac
Yeah.
Jones is supposed to be the new Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Cam being old and stinky now, he lost like half of his sauce.
He lost
Yeah.
all of us, dude.
No,
He
can
spilled
still
his
throw it
sauce and was
pretty
like, "Oh,
hard.
I can like scrape the sauce from the inside." I can.
The
Once,
velocity on Cam Newton's passes are pretty crazy, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, throws darts.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys who have cannons out there, but you got to be accurate.
Yeah, and you don't want to hurt your wide receivers' hands.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, or if it hits him in the chest, you don't want to like give him heart palpitations.
Bull, are you familiar with our new segment, the Jaggin Corner with Hunter?
Did you start that last podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not. out. No.
So
Did
Jake's
you
working
see
on
the
a graphic.
unreleased footage?
Jake's working on a graphic where there's a little character of me in the corner, and it's going.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that graphic may be at the very end of the list of things to do.
But Jake, if you could also add in a sound effect of a jaguar growling at the end of that would be nice. Rawr.
If you're doing a request, Jake, I would like all
No, I'm
the
not.
segments old.
I'm not doing requests. They just say that, like, "Hey, can you make a graphic
You
with
got
this?
your
Make a graphic
raise
with that."
because of your talents in After Effects
Yeah.
and Cinema 4D. I know you can do it.
Yeah, you're really phoning in this effort, Jake.
Yeah.
Jesus
Our
Christ.
graphics team's really slacking lately.
Ever since you got a whiff of that Broncos job, you haven't been giving us the time of day.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure it'll be a great time, Jake. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
but,
have complete faith in Jake. But yeah, big news happened this morning off the top of the Jaggin Corner. Gardner Minshew traded to the Eagles for a conditional 2022 6th-round pick. It could turn into a 5th if he plays 50% of 3 games this season.
50% of the
So
plays
game-
in 3. Oh, that's very. They might do that just to get the pick upgraded. What if they put him
Well,
just in as like a
why-
Tim
It's a
Tebow
weird condition.
H-back?
Why would they do that though? Because wouldn't they not want it to go up?
From a 6th to a 5th? Oh,
I mean,
no.
the-
Yeah. Because
The Jags aren't the one, but they're getting
Listen.
sick.
They also have a future MVP already on their team. So let's not get crazy. It's not like Gardner's going to start over Jalen anytime soon.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew, I think, is a perennial backup, and I would like to thank him for everything he's done for the Jaguars. Sickest stash winner,
Yeah.
little accolade for him.
Gardner Minshew and
Um,
Cole Beasley are some of our most outstanding participants.
Yeah, but So congrats to him. Hopefully it works out in Philadelphia. Hopefully he plays a bunch so it becomes a 5th-round pick. But
I mean, it sucks that he's going to Philadelphia from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But I mean, just obviously location wise out of it, but just like player wise, what a spot to be, dude.
Yeah.
Just kicking it.
Just
Has
kicking it.
Nobody that has like expectations or anything like, oh yeah, I like that guy. And
Yeah.
you're just chilling.
And you're in a place where the backup quarterback has been known to put heroic efforts and win Super Bowls. So
Yeah. And he definitely has the vibe of this guy has the Minshew magic.
the Minshew
Let's be
magic.
like, let's put him in. Let's see if it works. Like, oh my God, it worked.
I think the Eagles fans will embrace him.
So do you guys think he's just going to turn into the next Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah.
No.
I do think so.
I could see it.
No, I don't see Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, you can plug in and a team will start him when they need to. Like, they'll sign him as a starter.
He wasn't always like that, Hunter.
100%. He was not that good in Buffalo.
Yeah, but he was still the starter.
Yeah, but he was the backup on the Rams until he got to Buffalo. And then after a while, he got a chance and he played so good. We gave him a 5-year contract and then he stunk. And then we had to get rid of him. And then he went to 10 other teams.
I just don't think Gardner is very good, sadly. I think he's a great guy, but he's not very good at football.
I think he'll develop into Fitz. Maybe not as good as Fitz, but he'll develop. As
Here,
a backup.
you want to make a side podcast bet then? That Gardner Minshew, by the time his career is done, will have more playoff wins than Ryan Fitzpatrick as the starter.
Has Fitz ever been to the playoffs? Oh, yeah, he has. No.
He will this year.
He definitely will this year.
I would almost
If the
guarantee
other
it.
number is 0, you're telling me the Eagles are definitely going to the playoffs and he will be the starter.
No.
No, I'm
Ryan
saying Ryan Fitzpatrick will definitely go to the playoffs and win games with the Washington football teams.
100%.
Yeah. I think they're going to be
100%.
quite the
100%.
force.
Going to win that division again. They have the best defense in the league.
I do think they have a very good defense, but
Yeah.
I don't know about
And
what
Fitz-
you guys are saying.
Patrick is worth a couple of games by himself.
Fitz
Now
has never
and-
been to the playoffs. He's never been, and he's only had 2 winning seasons in his entire career: 2015 Jets and 2000 Dolphins.
He'd probably get
2020
there.
Dolphins.
He'd probably get there and be a big old pants pooper.
Or he'd make a
Nah.
match like Kurt Warner.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You know,
Well, see, I'm not gonna make any bets on that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Either way, we got more stuff to talk about in the Jagging Corner.
I think honestly in
Um,
fantasy, I might just draft all the Washington football team.
dude,
Not a bad idea.
And
It's
then
like bull
win.
drafting all of the Titans. But speaking of fantasy football, little story time from our fantasy football league.
Short time.
There's a child who is actually a man in our fantasy football league. His name is Mike Sperry. And wait, no, is his name Mike?
I don't know.
name's definitely Sperry.
Yeah, I think
Bull
Mike
Sperry.
Sperry just sounds like Mike Ferry. We call him
Yeah.
Sperry. I've never met him. I don't know what his name is. Either way, he drafted Travis Etienne. I'm a Jags fan. I want Travis Etienne. So I offered him a trade the day of the second preseason game. I offered him Mike Davis, Kadarius Toney, a second-round draft pick next year, and 25 out of our 150 free agent bucks. I thought I was overpaying. I thought that was a ridiculous offer. Kadarius Toney, Urban Meyer wanted him. If he was still there, he would have drafted him over ETN to have the exact similar role. Sperry declines the trade, says, "No, you offered me a bad trade. That stinks." And I was a little hurt by that because I thought it was really good. So I said, "You know what, Sperry, you're a big old jerk." Just because of that. And then we're watching the game. I say, Sperry, ETN's on crutches on the sideline. He probably has a Liz Frank injury. He's going to be out for the season, and he's going to suck for the rest of his career because running backs don't come back from that. I was just talking out my ass because I was mad at Sperry. And I don't know if I've ever disclosed this info on the podcast, but I'd like to think I have a small connection with the universe. And sometimes things that I say happen. And the next morning, news was broken. Travis Etienne out for the season. Liz Frank injury. I called both of those things. I hope I don't call him being shitty for the rest of his career, because that would really stink.
You already said it, Hunter. It's already in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The connection was made.
I
Trench
hope not.
did say that apparently Le'Veon Bell had this early on in his career and came back or whatever.
Yeah, but he had that in like training camp or preseason or whatever, and then he was out for like 4 weeks, and then he came back. Travis set for the season.
Yeah, and Le'Veon's a hoss. Travis is kind of more of a speed guy. That's got to knock at least a little bit of your 40. If you ran a 4.4, he's probably running a 4.7 now, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
And that defeats the purpose. So that's a little disappointing. More bad news in Jacksonville. I was talking to one of my inside Jaguars sources. He's
Miles
got
Jack.
a pretty large Twitter presence. He actually, I don't know if you guys remember when Trevor Lawrence was getting involved with those touchscreen toasters in the offseason.
Oh, shit. He sold him the toasters.
No, but he started that and has been like interviewed on ESPN and NFL Network and stuff.
Very
Hit him
rad.
up in the DMs. What's up?
He started the touchscreen toasters?
No, he started that whole thing. Because Trevor
like
Lawrence
videos.
the gift registry, he put that on Twitter, and then everybody bought everything on his gift registry.
I see.
And then the toaster company donated a bunch of stuff to charity and stuff. Either way, big Twitter presence, slightly becoming a media presence. So he's got inside Jaguars knowledge. Apparently, there is trouble on the home front with Coach Darrell Bevel. I guess there's disputes going on, and he's the OC. I guess people don't like what he's doing, don't like the direction he's taking the offense. And that kind of shows, because at least in these past 2 preseason games, they have looked pretty darn shitty. But in, I guess, better news, defensive coordinator Joe Cullen says Taven Bryan is looking pretty good.
Question for you, Hunter. In the Jag corner.
The Jaggin corner.
Jaggin corner. What do you think their actual record is going to be this year?
Below 500.
So, like, top 5 draft pick?
No.
That's interesting.
Top 10.
That's interesting.
Why?
I would think they'd be like 3rd.
No.
They're going to be bad this year, dog.
No. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a Peyton Manning-esque trajectory where he struggles his first year and then becomes one of the best of all time.
So you think it's going to be Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence reenacting Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and their duels? Is that what you're saying to me?
I think it's going to be Mac Jones and Joe Burrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And Trevor Lawrence will be like Phillip Rivers.
No.
Who just kind of gets beat up on by
No.
Joe
I
Burrow.
can do that.
You don't say that. Let's just get into the Twitterverse. I guess this is also kind of Jaggin corner stuff. Are the Jaguars the premier backup quarterback factory of the NFL? Chad Henne, Chiefs quarterback number 2. Blaine Gabbert, Bucks quarterback number 2 with the Super Bowl ring. Mike Glennon, Chad Henne has a Super Bowl ring too. Mike Glennon, Giants QB2. Brandon Allen, Bengals QB2, Nick Foles, Bears QB3, and now Gardner Minshew, Eagles QB2.
I'm very.
Wonderful.
I don't think you can add Nick Foles into that conversation because he made his bones in Philly.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you proposing by the Jacksonville being the backup?
I'm proposing if you are a quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, it is very likely you will get traded to another team and be their quarterback number 2 or 3.
Well, it does have a good point, though. Chad Henne started on the Dolphins, I think, right?
Yes.
Mike Glennon started on the Bears.
But still.
Yeah. That's such a loose connection.
Yeah, it's a loose connection.
Well,
Hunter.
so, yeah, definitely you could say Jacksonville is the team in the NFL that just makes poor quarterback decisions more than
signs bad ones.
I would
Just because they go through there. I mean, if they all started at Jacksonville, I see what you're doing.
I would
just 'cause they all go
prefer
through there,
to
it's like, man.
phrase it how this guy Kevin did.
Kevin the toaster guy?
No, Kevin
Oh.
at Kevin from something D, maybe Detroit. I don't know.
Okay.
Bull, are you looking at the Google Doc?
No, I could not recall what it was in, so I'm glad you said Google Doc.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it can be in.
I didn't recall.
Okay.
Somebody want to get into this next one? I'll try and make sure that Bull's on it.
Yeah, well, since we're talking about backup quarterbacks, we'll go to a pretty good one with the Bills, Mitch Trubisky. He was being interviewed by Barstool Big Cat, and they had a pretty humorous interview about when Mitch Trubisky got drafted. Someone found on his Twitter, he had a tweet that said, "I love kissing titties." And basically, Mitch Trubisky explained the whole story, and he basically said that it was his friends tweeting that off of his phone at a AAU camp, supposedly. Now, I don't know if he's lying, but I would take ownership of that tweet if I were him.
The old my friends were tweeting it for me.
Yeah. He said he did gain followers after that tweet was discovered, so he said it worked out good.
Sounds like the old I pooped my pants, so I'm not guilty of murder defense.
Yeah. Hunter, do you want to get in on that, or do you think that's not cast?
Well, I think before we go too far astray on that,
it's a very specific thing.
But we're kind of at a point now where there's so many things that everyone has to care about.
Yeah.
You can spin anything into anything. So if he's like, you're like, hey, why are you talking about loving titties? You just spin it into how much you appreciate women.
Yeah.
It's just like, I love every aspect, including the titties. And that just so happened to be the one I pulled out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, are you not for titties? Huh? Do you think that women should hide their titties? Huh?
Yeah.
You want to control what they wear now? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
We love titties too. We love titties too. It's like, okay, then we're on the same page.
I appreciate that the meme started out with him just being super bad, and now it's just like, yeah, I'm kissing titties. It's fine.
I don't know if you saw, but Titty Kissing Mitch over there really shit on the Bears when the Bills played him. Got some revenge.
Yeah.
Backups?
No, there's the starters. Khalil Mack and everyone was in.
For how many snaps?
I think it was the full first drive. He marched right downfield.
Oh, wow. One drive. Nice.
But he was in the whole game, and he was shitting on him the whole game. He was playing good.
Good for him.
Against the 2s and 3s.
All NFL players.
Yeah. I guess. Our boy Everson Griffin finally signed by a team, and it seems to be the Vikings, his old team, after he was talking the poop on Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Seems as though he does plan to apologize.
About the poop talk?
Yeah.
Wow.
You should never really apologize if you said something you probably meant it. I would go in there and I would probably lay it down. Yeah.
Double down on it, sick. You know what? I give him credit. Good for him for apologizing. And if it's a genuine apology, then good for him.
But Everson Griffin is on the BFF CTE watch list along with LaRon McClain.
Absolutely.
He was tweeting pretty erratically for a while, saying crazy stuff.
Bull, do you know about the BFF CTE watch list?
Was that in the last podcast episode?
No.
It's actually kind of just coined right now.
Yeah. These are players.
It existed, but it was never official. But
players
now
who say weird stuff on Twitter who we think probably have CTE and are at risk of killing themselves.
Every now and then I'll see someone tweet something at 4 a.m, kind of like a dark tweet or something that only has 1 or 2 likes. I'll send it to them.
They expect us to put our bodies on the line, and they don't want to deal with the repercussions of aftermath.
It's not even that with LaRon McClain. It's my brain hurts so bad.
Jesus. Oh, no. Yeah, that's definitely CTE.
Yeah. Richard Sherman might be a potential watch.
I hope not. I like the old Ricky.
I think he might have been drinking or something. He's probably fine.
Yeah, he was.
I hope so. But this is pretty. Also, new segment idea. We should have something called Dookie Talk. I like that.
Dookie Talk.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you apologize, for the Dookie Talk, then no one's gonna take your Dookie Talk seriously.
Yeah, you're a baby.
Like,
You're a
yeah,
Dookie talking baby.
Yeah.
The boy
You
who
got
cried
Dookie
Dookie.
coming out your mouth and it's in your diaper.
It's like the baby. He apologized for his comments, and then they started coming at him. He deleted his apology. Like, you should just never apologize in the first place. Just stick
And
to your
then
guns.
Kanye West brought him out with Marilyn Manson for some reason.
Really?
How's somebody supposed to have integrity if they never apologize when they're wrong?
Exactly, Bull. That's no one has integrity nowadays except for the Pro Football Focus podcast.
Yeah. Integrity.
But this is pretty interesting. Before signing Yannick Ngakoue, the Raiders allegedly tried to bring back Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they sold the farm, kind of like, get out of here, Khalil Mack. We don't need you. And then they're like, maybe that wasn't a good idea because everybody we've drafted with those picks kind of sucks.
And you know what? They probably didn't apologize to Khalil, so he definitely doesn't want to go back.
He probably doesn't want to be back. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. Why would you want to go play with Derek Carr when you could play with Justin Fields and Allen Robinson?
The Raiders feel like a weird team that are like playing Madden, like a Madden franchise right now. Like the Raiders owner just basically gave John Gruden a 10-year, $100 million contract. And then he says, let's get Mike Mayock in here. He's a draft expert. And I feel like they just reach on every draft pick they take. Like Mike Mayock thinks he's taken some sleeper diamond. Who was that cornerback he took? Who was like the number
Damon
2?
Arnett.
Yeah, Arnett. Like,
so the only reason they took him is because who was he across from that draft?
Sean Wade.
No.
Or it was a number 1 corner. It was a guy who got taken high. Arnett. Yeah, Damon Arnett, 2020 draft. I'm gonna look and see who else got, because there was another guy who got taken ahead of him, right?
Yeah, but he played opposite him, and the only reason they drafted him is because they were like, he got like 487 targets. But
dude, they took Arnett like 19th overall.
I know, but what college did he go to?
Ohio State.
Who was the other guy? Was it Jeff Okudah?
Yeah, Jeff Okudah.
Yeah, so even though Jeff Okudah hasn't been good in the NFL, he was really good in college, and they were like, he got like 300 targets against him. He's got so much experience. But that's because nobody was throwing to Jeff Okudah because he was really good. And it's like there's a difference between good experience and bad experience.
Yeah. Damn.
I think the only dude who's decent from who they picked so far is Colton Miller, and he's not even that good. He's just big.
Yeah, see, they take like sleeper, like they're just swinging for the fences on these sleeper picks, hoping they hit.
Honestly, I think the Vegas Raiders front office is more worried about embezzling money than they are about actually winning championships. I think that's why you see a weird kind of dynamic going on around there right now.
No, also they're desert trash.
Yeah.
They are desert trash.
They have a nice stadium.
Being out in the desert, but being out in the desert like that messes with your brain.
Yeah.
I'm sure these
surrounded
guys,
by Vegas is definitely not the best place to,
Oh, they're not surrounded. They're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not in like downtown Vegas?
No, they're like the strip of Vegas is like very small.
Yeah, and I assumed it was right on the strip.
No, it's out in the desert. Like once you go out in the desert, it's like in the desert.
So it's like by area closer to Area 51. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that
maybe they have aliens.
They don't even have paved roads. They just have to take like dune buggies out.
Oh, ride on horseback to the game.
Yeah, they dress like Arabian Nights and go out there.
I haven't been paying attention. Jake, are you saying the Raider Stadium is not like in the center of Vegas?
I just
it's
looked
not
it
on the
up.
strip.
It's right in the middle. It's like
there's no way. Like, why would they do that? That's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Mandalay Bay is right across the street. Mandalay Bay is like one of the bigger Vegas attractions.
Well, then I'm wrong.
I kind of wish it was right next to Zach Baggins' creepy museum. That'd be sick.
Zach Baggins has a museum in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he lives in Las Vegas.
I would go on a trip to Las Vegas just to go to the Zach Baggins Museum.
I do want to go there, but sometime.
I mean, you'll probably catch Chris Angel there too.
Well, are you afraid of flying, or is that just your dad?
I am mortally terrified of flying.
So would you fly to Las Vegas with me?
I mean, if I fly to Las Vegas, I'll probably just fly to like Colorado and rent a car.
Does Bull need a
Just
vaccine
do that
passport?
at the time.
Yeah, my dad likes flying. He's not afraid of
I
it.
hate it. I hate it.
He just
Well, I
doesn't
wanna
want to
go
fly
to-
if then they can get a vaccine.
Jake, how far away is Vegas from Denver?
14 hours.
Oh, yeah, Bull, we can go to Las Vegas and it'll be fun. We won't gamble or anything. We'll
I would
just
say I
go to
would
the Zach
literally go
Baggins
just-
Museum and we'll go to the Pawn Stars shop.
That sounds. And I'm sure if my dad goes, he'll want to go to that one mechanic that the pawn shop guys know very well. He's always
Rick?
got a cut off T-shirt.
Oh,
The guy
sorry.
who has his own-
10 and a half hours.
He has his own spin-off show.
Yeah. It's all about refurbishing old muscle cars. and
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad loves that show.
No, we can go there too. I'm down to go to all of the experts on Pawn Stars side businesses.
The history.
Definitely like the guy who looks at maps. I'd like to go
You're
there.
like, well, we're going to Bill's stamp store today.
I'd meet
But-
you guys out there.
Yeah, no, let's do it. But back on the grind, newly minted All-Pro Football Focus defensive lineman Myles Garrett says that he would beat the shit out of Logan Paul in a boxing, or I'm sorry, Logan Paul
Jake Paul. No, it's
in a
Jake
boxing match.
Paul.
Isn't
And
it one that boxes though?
Jake Paul responds for Logan Paul and says, "Stick to football."
Now that's just typical shit talk to try to get the fight to happen so they can make a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah, people are going to catch on to the ruse eventually.
I don't
I
know.
feel
dude.
I do think Myles Garrett would probably kick the shit out of him just for the fact that he's, 6'5", 271 pounds, runs a 4.64, has a 41-inch vertical and bench 225 31 times.
I feel like you
And-
could put both of the Paul brothers in an arena, and Myles Garrett would probably beat both of them up.
Yeah, he'll
Well,
rip.
and
their
here's the
hair
thing:
off.
they were like, "Look what happened to Nate Robinson from the NBA." It's like, yeah,
Nate
the
Robinson
NBA,
are-
but it's a penalty to get too rough with them. You don't think Myles Garrett can take a hit to the head? He gets paid millions of
Yeah.
dollars to kill people with his head.
Not only
Like-
is basketball like a less contact sport, but Nate Robinson is 37 years old, 5'9", 180 pounds. Myles Garrett is 25 years old, 6'4", 271 pounds. There's a 7-inch, 91-pound
and
difference.
Crunches, dudes. Crunches.
Destroys them.
We should definitely just put him in a boxing ring, both the Paul brothers, and just give Miles a helmet and see.
Then he
who
does
comes
like the
out.
coconut head comes together, and they're like, "Oh."
Cool. Did you see the faded out Myles Garrett picture on the defensive line graphic where he is smacking Mason Rudolph with the helmet?
No, I did not.
No.
But I'm sure it looks hilarious.
Do you
It
have an
does.
Instagram, Bull? You follow?
I
us?
don't have an Instagram.
Yes,
I
you
do. I do, and
You
I
don't
don't
post,
have
though.
like 9,000 different social
Well,
media profiles. That
Get
I
on
just-
your Instagram, follow us, check it out.
I'll have to make a new one
Why?
because I don't remember my login.
Well, you
information.
have at least 2 that I follow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
have-
we could tell you your username, and then you press "forgot my password."
that is true. I could do that, or I could just make a new one.
Either way, I don't know if we have.
Don't keep making new ones. That's the problem.
I don't know if we
Starting
have a
fresh.
whoopsie, but before we get to it, I have to take a peeps.
Okay.
I do have an idea for the whoopsie.
So
Peeps break.
hit the peeps break button.
Well, I don't know if we've ever discussed this with you, but do we have your permission to make a shirt that looks like your tits? Like we're
I assumed when you guys had brought that up that it was going to be a Xerox copy of my multi-titty
Oh,
monster
okay.
form.
Yeah.
Okay. But Bull, did you say yes? You did do the game?
I did do the game.
Multi-titty
So-
monster form.
We do have
it
your
looks like-
expressed consent though.
I do. You do. It looks like something out of the world of Cthulhu.
We'll still need your expressed written consent, but this is a good
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Well,
Do we
I mean,
have a
right now.
whoopsie?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so the whoopsie
I-
will be us for not having a whoopsie.
I love it.
So
Good
Jake,
talk about the shellacking that the Steelers fourth stringers got from Carolina.
That's
it's
true.
preseason. It doesn't
Wayne
matter.
Haskins did take
see
a
that?
beating.
That punt that happened in last night's game?
No, I did not see the punt in the Steelers preseason game.
Did you see that timeout? It was awesome.
So I heard it on radio, right? Because I
You didn't even see it.
No. I did.
You heard the
Did
color
you hear on
commentary.
radio the punt?
Here's okay. So here's what happened. This happened like middle of the second quarter. The Carolina Panthers punt the ball, right? Our crazy returner, who's a rookie, who's been doing really well this year, goes to recover the ball. It was a dangerous bounce towards
Is he the white?
Yes.
The Ryan Switzer replacement.
Yes.
I'm gonna go take a pee while you're explaining this.
You telling me this guy's a guy bull?
He's been tearing it up on
I think he's just Ryan Switzer.
Yeah, he's pretty much a Ryan Switzer clone, I believe. Either way, so the ball hits the ground, bounces up. He goes to try and catch it and take off with it, and instead he gets derailed, and it forces a fumble. Panthers walk it into the end zone.
Well, there's our whoopsie. Thanks, Bull.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down for that being a whoopsie.
So, Austin, I was watching the Hall of Fame game with Rick, and I believe the guy that Bull was talking about did something. And I was like, "Oh, Rick, is that Switzer making plays?" And he's like, "No, Switzer's not on the team anymore."
Oh.
So he is like a Switzer clone. I would like to know what this guy's name is.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick. I don't remember his name offhand, and I apologize to him because he deserves for me to remember his name. But I'm just.
Is it Matthew Sexton?
That might be it.
Sexton?
No, I don't think he's white. Oh, wait. Yep, it's him. Matthew Sexton.
It is him.
Yep. All right. Now that we got that taken care of, Jake, you want to get into your game?
Yeah. Oh, Echo wants to get in the game too.
He's gonna take a poop.
Yeah, he got all the poop out.
You guys should have an
poop.
Echo commercial break every podcast. Just
The fuck?
have a video of him doing something weird.
It takes time to make this shit.
Don't you guys have interns and stuff?
I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
have
an intern.
We have a graphics department.
We don't like talking about the interns. We don't like giving them that much clout.
I'm gonna
I
post. I'm gonna post something on Indeed saying we're looking for an intern. This is an unpaid internship.
Our quality of stuff just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
It's like actually looking for.
Honestly, that would be kind of smart. Get some high school kid and be like, "Yo, we'll just give it to you as credits, like for sure." Yeah, damn.
Good job.
Smart. All right, so fun game of the week is best draft fashion. So best draft day suits. Doesn't have to be from last year, just any. We're gonna go Bull, Austin, me, and Hunter.
It has to be suits.
Well, I mean, they wear suits.
I thought
what they're wearing.
but I mean, all of mine are suits anyways. So
Only like
Yeah.
2 of my guys have suits.
So
that's pretty good.
2 out of 30. Yeah, what? Okay. Go ahead, Brian. Number 3.
Sorry.
So my number 3 is not because of the suit, but it's because of the shoes. It's Dante Fowler in 2015. He had extremely gold and extremely spiky shoes on.
Wow.
Those were custom made Louis Vuittons, Bull.
Yeah, they were beautiful.
Did he walk a mile in those Louis Vuittons?
I probably couldn't because they probably wouldn't fit me.
Yeah, you got wide feet.
I think you have
All right.
feet than Dante Fowler Jr.
I think I have wider feet than Dante Fowler Jr.
Do you have to wear extra wide Dr. Scholl's Skechers?
Yeah, I had to pretty much duct tape leather to my feet and call it a day.
Interesting. Well, that's a good one, Bull. And coming in at number 3 on my list is Cordero Patterson. And he also appears to have some Louis Vuitton on this belt, some kind of bedazzled jeweled.
So Austin, I don't want to expose your fashion knowledge here, but that is a Louis Vuitton belt. The shoes are Louis Vuitton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have much fashion knowledge at all, so
Yeah,
thanks
that's
for,
okay.
Oh, okay.
clarifying that. Yeah, but Cordero Patterson's looking fresh right here.
We also don't know how to spell Cordero.
He has what would you call those overalls in
Suspenders?
like some kind of
Definitely suspenders.
some kind of bow tie there with some
But,
stripes.
Anybody with a bow tie.
I will say, this is also some fashion knowledge. The suspenders and belt look is a fucking amateur move.
Yeah, it really defeats the purpose of
Yeah.
a belt.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't, I
You
like
you pick one.
You
Yeah.
pick one or
Like-
the other.
Like if
Yeah,
he
like
had Louis V
Tuxedos
suspenders,
or for like weddings, they don't have belts because they have suspenders.
Ooh.
yeah,
Like,
See, I disagree with you guys 100%. I think the suspenders is just purely there to look nice, and that's it. And I can appreciate.
no,
So-
that's yes,
Wait.
that is,
Jake,
but it's just like
I actually just Googled this, and that's called superfluous fashion. It's where you do something where it doesn't really have, a meaning, but it's just looks
Okay.
good. So
okay.
yeah. So
Why don't you read up on the subject, Jay?
Yeah, I
how about you?
yeah, I guess he
your
was going.
knowledge?
All right,
He was
Jake.
going. I was
Jake.
more thinking function and fashion, but
What's your number 3, Jake?
I'm not versed in superfluous fashion. My number 3 is Quiddy Pay. He has a like Wakanda spikes on his lapel, and on the inside it's like blue and looks like vibranium type bullshit, but it is a Black Panther inspired suit. I don't typically like the sneakers and suit look, but this one's cool. This is why it's in the 3 though and not higher, because it is that look.
Nice.
But yeah,
I do. But
Mhm.
looks like he's ready to go into battle. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, my
Wakanda.
number 3 is Brett Favre from home.
Did he have Wranglers on?
Oh, you'll see exactly what he had on if you had the Google Doc up, Bull. He has jean shorts on, but I just think it's a pretty classic look. Baker Mayfield copied it when he was drafted, but I just think that's pretty hilarious.
That's amazing.
Iconic
Yeah.
picture.
How sick would that be? Just hanging out with all the bros and the honeys, and then being like, "Suh! Oh, you want
Yeah.
me? Awesome!" And everyone just
Just
like,
hanging out
like
with
you're
them.
already right there. I wonder if
Yeah.
he
No
ripped his clothes
solo
off at that
cups.
point.
No comfortable U shape, so he's definitely experiencing some squeezage there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those definitely aren't Duluth ballroom jeans.
No.
I
the
appreciate
shorts.
Well,
that
they're
he
not
rolled-
Wranglers. That's all Brett Favre wears. But yeah, that's my 3.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, so I'm back up. So my number 2 is in 2018, Jair Alexander had what I call the royal red suit, dude. It was beautiful. I wish it had some gold trim on it, but it still looked extremely snazzy.
Nice.
Snazzy.
Jair
Well,
Alexander, you say?
That's a stink pick.
Wow. Hunter, I feel like out of all the picks so far, besides Jair Alexander's royal red suit, the only other one is the nice gold spiky shoes from Dante Fowler. I feel like I'm hitting 2 for 2, Hunter.
I'm not gonna say anything about your third one, but
Well,
go on,
I'll
Austin.
try to save this segment a little bit here with my number 2, which is Devin Bush's broken arm looking crazy suit.
This would make my worst list. This looks
Yeah.
stupid. Like Devin Bush tried to be like a fashionista here, and he failed, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh yeah, no, this shit is whack.
No, this one's a goose pick for sure.
He looks like he could be in the Black Eyed Peas.
The Black Eyed Peas. Now, Jake, are you pissed that
Where's
buckle
the love,
potentially
y'all?
has no fat function because he has?
I can tell
buttons?
that is superfluous.
Yeah.
He does look like he could be
Yeah.
a Black Eyed Peas. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But,
funny.
yeah, Devin Bush, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Austin,
Really
if you
funny.
don't have one guy as your number one, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
Okay, so my number 2 is DK Metcalf. Classic pinstripe suit. Got the little pocket square, pink tie. That's just a businessman power suit. Will never ever go out of style.
Never, ever?
Never.
He definitely looks like he could be running a Fortune 500 company with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I feel like when you're built like a Greek god, you just look good in a suit. So it
Yeah,
also
yeah.
he
So you
complements it.
don't need anything fancy. Just get it. That shit's tailored. Classic look. His
Yeah.
pinstripes are sick.
Do you think those are actual functioning pockets on the outside near his
Uh,
elbows?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, as long as you cut the string. If you don't cut the string, superfluous.
Oh, yeah, superfluous. Very nice.
All right. So I'm between two people here, but I kind of have to go with my heart. My number 2 is Dante Fowler Jr. Nobody has ever done shoes like that. And unlike Bull, I like the suit jacket. The white, the all white with the red piping, it's a good look.
I don't mind
But
it.
I just remember when he came out, like he's walking the carpet and those shoes were the fucking talk of the town.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Those are pretty clean. You think that's real gold? Or you
Yes.
think
Probably.
that's like spray paint?
No, that's real.
Those are probably like 10,000.
Oh, Hunter, you fucked up. You put it in
Yeah, I
the
don't know
footer.
how that happened. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a bitch. Just make sure
How
you don't
do
put
I
it in the
make that?
footer.
You got
I'll
double
just-
click on it.
Yeah, double click
No,
on the footer, erase it, and then like
Oh, I just hit back and it's all gone.
that also
nice.
works.
There you go.
Yeah,
But
So
yeah,
my-
just make sure you don't put it in the footer.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree on the jacket, but the shoes are definitely dope.
I love
All
the
right, well,
shoes.
can I change my pick then?
No, just don't put it in the footer.
Okay.
And now you went to the top. Don't put it in the fucking header either.
Are you sure I can't change my pick?
I'm sure.
Wait, are you saying sure? You are sure.
I'm sure that you can't. Here's the thing. Out of
All right.
everybody, Hunter always tries to manipulate the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I thought
It's
it was
Always Hunter.
That's just not true.
Lay the hammer down, Jake. So
That's
my
fine.
number 1 then, right?
Yes, you're on your
Yeah.
number 1.
My number
This
1
will test our Bull's true fashion knowledge.
Yeah, the draft in 2001, LaDainian Tomlinson having an all gold suit is spicy. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bull loves go.
Bull. That comes from the era of like when Ben Roethlisberger has like the giant fucking like pinstripe thing. Everybody's suits are just way too big for them. Like I feel like, I don't know.
He walked around like a golden god for 24 hours. It was unbelievable. I had to shield my eyes when I saw the picture. It was so bright.
Wow.
I
don't know about that
Yeah,
one, man.
That's insane.
Well, coming in at number 1 on my list, and I don't think it's going to be who Hunter thinks it's going to be, but I'm going with Big Vince Wilfork. He did some kind of draft day thing a few years ago.
Oh, that's amazing.
And he had just some kind of vest with all kinds of, deserty stuff on it. And he had a nice little handkerchief that it appears to be pretty superfluous, but maybe you could use it. And he also is exposing his ankles, which are surprisingly skinny for a hoss of his stature.
All right. I'm just gonna say it right now, Austin.
Yeah.
One, that could also be saved for the worst outfits. And 2, we're gonna have quite a few honorable mentions. At least I will at the end.
Okay.
But Jake, who's your number 1?
Jesus Christ.
You gonna put good stuff on your worst list?
Wow.
So
I didn't
my
know it
number
gets
one
much hate.
is don't let me put it in the footer. Saquon Barkley. It's like a very dark red, like paisley over black. Then it's the classic bow tie. This is like a red carpet suit. This is by far the nicest suit.
That's your number one draft outfit ever.
Yeah, classic. See, I don't like the crazy. The classic is always good to go with the suits. And this is like that dark red paisley. Yeah.
I can't argue that he looks good, but like ever.
Hunter, I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead. Just say yours. Hunter is this man looks like a black-eyed pea, and he's giving me a hard time. This nice ass suit.
My guy does not look like a black-eyed pea.
That's
Austin guy looks like a black-eyed pea.
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right.
And that's Devin Bush, and he'll tackle every one of your guys' picks. So
2 weeks in a row, my number one is Dion Sanders.
Is who?
I knew Hunter would go with Dion.
Dion Sanders? Okay. That seems kind of
I couldn't find any full body picks, but if I just don't think you can debate the picture that I'm putting in there.
Did you get one of the top half and one of the bottom half?
No.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of gold on his neck, so both should definitely appreciate it.
I appreciate. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, this is the moment where he is telling people that they are not going to have enough money to sign him because he's that good.
Yeah, which is why he slipped down.
But you don't have a full picture of him.
Couldn't find one. This is from like 1988 or some shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a star.
Did you know if he's wearing pajama pants?
He was not wearing pajama pants.
How do you know if you don't have the picture of it, Doug?
There are
he's probably wearing no pants,
from
getting
like
topped
behind.
up by some biddy.
He might be. If that's his outfit, then I can appreciate it.
He's getting some top right now.
Jake, would it be possible to make an honorable mention slide this week? Because I think a lot of these are important.
If you email me these photos, sure.
Okay.
But if you don't, no.
Okay. So Ray Lewis, this is the one that I can't believe Austin didn't have. I just popped the picture in. It's kind of similar to Dion.
Oh, like a Versace shirt.
Yeah, real cool.
Wow.
The glasses are whack as all hell.
Number 2, Jamal Adams. Jake, I honestly can't believe you didn't have that one. I feel like you, of anybody, would really F with Jamal Adams' sense of style. Pop it in here real quick.
You're talking about
Ray Lewis looks like Dwayne in the 90s.
What?
Ray Lewis, that's a shirt that Dwayne The Rock Johnson would have.
See,
these are 2000.
So Jamal Adams was actually my number 4. I have this screenshot on my phone when I was making the list. The only reason he didn't make the 3 is because that suit isn't tailored. Like, it maybe like a little bit, but like it could fit him way fucking better.
I think Jamal Adams is just extremely muscly, so that's probably what he's
like
doing.
the cut of the jacket on the bottom. It's a nice suit, but it wasn't top 3.
I don't know that you can tell Jamal Adams how a suit should fit.
I mean, if he wants a nice suit, you can tell him to hit me up, but
okay,
I'll tailor it for him.
I appreciate that as showing.
Oh no, go ahead, Will.
No, that's it. I can appreciate his ankles are showing.
Yeah, if it was tailored better, that would have been my top 3 for sure.
Can I just pop something in here to get a feel for how you guys feel about it?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about Josh Allen? Do you see that down there? I popped it's below Ray Lewis.
But above Jamal Adams.
That's fine. I wouldn't put it near any top best dressed list though.
I like his shoes.
You can't dress like a fucking nerd, yo. Like, you are gonna be like, if you know you're gonna be picked, like, people are gonna remember what you wear.
His tie's way too thick.
take out a motherfucking loan and get some baller ass stuff.
You think that's his
You're
dad's
gonna be
shoe?
able to pay it off.
Honestly,
Dante Fowler's shoes cost like $17,000 or something like that.
Yeah, take out a loan.
And then honorable mention number 3,
robe.
Henry Ruggs. Yeah,
Literally wearing an Old Spice robe.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
that was awesome.
See, I
really
will
can't
say
Austin
he
didn't-
should have committed to the robe and had just the robe and the chain.
Wait, I got an honorable
Like-
mention. How about CeeDee Lamb in the all black?
CeeDee Lamb was, I think, probably best dressed in his class.
And that's when his spicy Chico was trying to take a peek at his phone, and he grabbed
He's
it
like,
and said,
"No."
"Fuck off my phone."
We'll have to find a better picture of CD, but I might have to crank down after looking at those earmuffs.
Yeah, those are some nice muffs.
Yeah. But Jake, you can bleep out when I said crank down if you want.
Or keep it.
Yeah, or keep it. Or when I said earmuffs. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Her name is Crimson Rose. If you're curious, Hunter, I'm saying
That's her like God-given name.
Yeah, Crimson Rose. She's on Instagram if you need to.
Is that her name on Instagram, or did her parents name her Crimson Rose?
Her
out of
parents
the
named
womb?
her Crimson Rose, Hunter. It's a completely normal name. I don't know
Yeah,
why
give her
you're
a
so-
fucking break.
I'm kind of in the Hunter camp on this. It's kind of a bad name.
Bad name.
You guys are
Yeah.
haters, honestly.
Sorry.
Your name is Bull.
Yeah, your middle name's Quay.
That is true. But I chose that. Oh, the Quay thing I did not, and that is wild.
Do you
So
have any like adverse feelings about having that as your middle name, or do you have any feelings at all about it? It's just your name.
No, yeah, it's literally just my name.
I would like to interview your dad and ask him what he was thinking when he.
No, it was my mom's choice.
Oh, it was your mom's
Yeah.
choice?
Yeah, because like her.
that's
like,
why
real
Bull has
dad or
trust
something-
issues because of his middle name.
No, I think her like real dad or something was named.
No, her
Way. I don't fucking know.
grandfather, I think. I don't know.
Something like that.
Whoever deleted it, thanks for getting Josh
See,
Allen out
for
there.
me,
Yeah,
it's
that was
like
a
Dude.
It was hard for me
everybody's
to
middle
look
name
at.
is Lee.
Like Buddy.
Yep, him, my
Your
uncle
grandpa.
Brian, my uncle Grandma, my uncle
My
Grandma.
Uncle Grandpa? Everybody
We have a
has one.
wild family, let me tell you.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't misspoke like that in quite some time. That was a funny one.
Since you were a little girl.
No, but I'm pretty sure that's Monica's dad's middle name too. Lee?
Quay?
No, Lee. I'm saying everybody's middle name. is
Oh,
Well,
I think I'm the only person who has the middle name Quay on Earth.
on the other planet.
you're not. You're not.
Name
But let's,
anybody else.
I remember
let's
when you
get
first
in-
told me your middle name, I was like crying of laughter.
yeah, it does kind of sound like a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a couple weeks before Austin actually believed me, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was hard to believe.
I think that was actually this might be a weird tie-in, but I'm pretty sure that same day you first found out my middle name was the same day that Coach Grove was yelling at me for playing basketball in the gymnasium because people can easily snap their ankles.
And then I snapped my ankle.
Yeah, but I believe that was a different. Did you snap your ankle the day we were getting yelled at for it?
No, but I definitely snapped my ankle at some point.
All right. Well, I hope nobody on the All BFF team snaps any ankles. But today we are talking about the All BFF team receiving corps. So
I'm on
we're
some
gonna
big
have-
brain shit today.
Yeah, we're gonna have 3 wide receivers and we're gonna have 2 tight ends.
Now, is one
And
of
it
our
looks-
wide receivers a slot receiver specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope
So
Cole Bleak makes an appearance.
Well, I didn't do that.
He won't. And that's not because of any of his vax policies. I think it's purely based on skill.
Yeah.
You're biased, dude.
Yeah, Hunter specifically goes out of his way to not like the Bills and Bills players.
Hunter just doesn't like anyone
Yes.
who's not a sheep.
Cole Beasley won the most magnificent mane.
Because the fans think.
Yeah, and you
Man.
couldn't have been more disappointed.
Yeah. You kind of soured
know-
the clip.
Yeah, you soured the whole
It definitely seems
I
like
also
you.
soured the Instagram post. It just says like congrats.
clip.
I want to read what I said because I'm pretty sure it was shitty.
Yeah, it was not nice.
No,
That was
I'll say it. I'll say it again. I'm the number one Bills player hater because I'm jealous. So just the Gardner Minshew magnificent or sickest stash says your votes have been counted and the results are in. The sickest stash belongs to none other than Gardner Minshew. Congrats, big fella. Ride this momentum all the way to the playoffs. Cole Beasley says, kindest regards to Cole Beasley, who has chosen to have the most magnificent mane by the Bro Football Focus fans. Interesting choice, but who are we to judge?
Yeah, that's funny.
Who are you, Hunter?
But let's get into the all BFF team. It looks to me from this list, we're going to be starting out with our tight end 2.
Sure.
And if we are starting out with tight end 2, I have a very specific pick for this because I feel like tight end 2 is your blocking tight end. And I would like somebody who is a really good blocker, but also a good pass catcher and who just looks fucking crazy, which this guy does now. I would like our tight end 2 to be none other than TJ Blockinson.
TJ Blockinson. See, Hunter, I was going more with George Kittle's since he is.
I also have George Kittle.
I want George Kittle to be our number 1.
But see, I have Travis Kelce as a number 1.
Yeah, I got Travis Kelce as well.
I don't know, Hunter. Looks like you got beat out here, bud.
Yeah.
I don't think George Kittle is number 2 type material.
I think he'll do whatever you ask him to do because he just wants to win.
I think they're the 2 best tight ends in the league. No debate.
Yeah.
I think Travis Kelce's old and dusty. Have you guys seen what TJ Hawkinson looks like lately?
Travis Kelce has
Hunter,
improved every season that he's played.
Austin and I have the same exact list.
I guarantee you he regresses this season. I'd make a BFF side bet right here.
I guarantee he goes even exponential, not even incremental, exponential growth.
No, I'd bet that he regresses slightly because he had such a ridiculous year last
year.
Look in the group chat. I just want you guys to see what TJ Hawkinson looks like now. He looks like one of the guys from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Do you think he's vaccinated, Hunter?
I don't know.
That first picture's pretty gnarly.
I know.
I'm gonna stick with my list, yo. Even though he looks like a
I'm fine with Kittle and Kelce. I just think Kelsey's a real easy pick, but
he's an easy pick, but he's just so
so good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can bend the knee this time. Although
and also I did not specify slot receiver. I just picked 3 receivers.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I don't know. I guess I'll just look up who's who.
And I will bend the knee to this, but I will not bend the knee on my wide receiver too.
All right.
I'm just going to say that right now. I will quit the show.
You have every right to bend your knee down, Hunter. All right. Here we go.
I will quit.
Bull will take the place.
I have a slot receiver.
Yeah, so do I.
Who's your slot receiver?
I don't get a choice, I thought.
Yeah,
Bull doesn't get a choice.
We want to just hear your input, though.
Oh, I would say Justin Jefferson.
All right. Hunter, who are you going with?
I think our slot guy is definitely Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Jake, who do you have?
Well, I realize I have 2 slots on my list. But I'll probably have to go with Justin Jefferson as well.
I just don't think Justin Jefferson is a slot receiver. Like, you're just picking an outside guy and putting him in the slot.
I think he would do better on the inside than the outside.
Oh, if we can put him not at slot, then I will say my other receiver is Jerry Jeudy. Because
Jerry Judy's also not a slot guy.
What are you talking about?
Justin Jefferson played a lot of slot, though. He played 93% of his snaps in the slot.
146 out of his 183 total snaps from the slot, Jerry Jeudy.
But he's not better than Justin Jefferson or Scary Terry.
Yeah, so I think
it's because he had a poopy quarterback.
Scary Terry was one of my receivers, but he was not my top 3, so I don't think I would put him on the list. But I would definitely go with either Justin Jefferson or like Chris Godwin plays slot. Chris Godwin's pretty damn good out of the slot.
Do you guys think Jefferson's a better slot than if they put Tyreek Hill in the slot?
I think Tyreek Hill, just because of his speed, is always going to win.
I don't have Tyreek Hill anywhere near this list for me.
Yeah, I don't have Tyreek on here either.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm fine with Justin Jefferson, but that's just because Chris Godwin went to Penn State, and I only need one Penn State wide receiver on this list.
You got Droppinson on there? Wow.
Yeah, I think wide receiver 2, Allen Robinson.
See, my wide receiver 2 is AJ Brown.
Yeah, I just think for Allen Robinson to consistently be in the like top 6 wide receivers and to have never played with like a top even like 15 quarterback.
Jake, what do you think?
Oh, about who?
I definitely don't
Our next
want
receiver.
AJ Brown on the list, that's for sure.
Allen Robinson only had 6 touchdowns last year, while AJ Brown had 11.
I see. I would also add DeAndre Hopkins on the list. I know he's a little
Not
side,
interested in DeAndre Hopkins, really.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think if we're gonna have an old head on the team, it should be Allen Robinson. He's only
Should be
28.
Julio.
28. I just think that Allen Robinson is trash, and if you're going to put him on the list, you might as well put DeAndre Hopkins in his place. Because
Allen Robinson.
he's only a year
definitely
older, and he had more yards.
Or Tyler Lockett.
AJ Brown had almost as many touchdowns as Hopkins and Robinson combined.
I would do
He's
DK
playing well.
Metcalf.
DK be good number 2.
Yeah, big boy.
DK's on my list, but I'm just like, again, this isn't like a stats based thing. It's who's on the team.
I like this dude. He's a big old hoss and he's super fast.
Oh, I'm not talking about DK Metcalf right now.
Oh.
He's trying to push for his Jag.
So Jake, you're no to Allen Robinson?
He wasn't on my list.
Yeah, it wasn't on my list either. Bull, what are you thinking about?
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Have fun with the show forever, guys. This is officially my last episode on the show. No cap.
No Allen Robinson, man.
Well, you were on our first episode and our last episode potentially.
Man,
I mean, Bull can take the third spot.
What do you think,
I'll
Bull?
only be able to do it like once a month, though.
Do you think Allen Robinson or AJ Brown?
As a 2?
Oh, I mean, I would say DK Metcalf just so AJ Brown's not on the list.
Why do you hate AJ Brown so much?
Because he's on the Titans and he's really good.
Oh my god, the bias.
We got 2 votes for DK for 2. It's DK, baby.
Right.
See, that's just such a Nickelodeon thing to do.
That's
For
how
DK? What the fuck?
GK and Juju. Oh man.
And one is Stephon Diggs. Everybody knows.
Wait, so you're
that.
saying you guys don't have
You know
Juju
what?
on your list?
You know what? I would put Allen Robinson over there over DK Metcalf if we put Diggs at number 1.
Yeah, Diggs was my one the whole time.
I think that's fair.
Because I know obviously Austin likes him. I think he's Jake's favorite wide receiver.
Let's see. This is gonna be highly contentious.
I just think Allen Robinson is a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He's the best contested catch wide receiver in the NFL. And I think he's the best. If you had a guy who was better than him at 1, he'd be the best 2.
But see, if you're going off of those kind of stats, then Jerry Jeudy catches the most uncatchable balls.
I mean, how are those stats relatable at all? A contested catch is when it's a 50-50 ball.
I thought we weren't using.
But
no,
Bull,
it's not like
kind of
purely based on stats. Like we're not just putting the guys who have the most yards like we did with Travis Kelce.
My cord is really torn up here.
This is the all BFF team, Bull.
I'm
very disappointed that TJ Hawkinson isn't on it, but I do like the deal we have at 2. Get DK the fuck out of there.
I don't.
What do you think, Bull? You got
I-
Diggs.
Yeah, what are you thinking, dog?
Any team that wouldn't have Julio Jones as a wide receiver is not a team I would want to be a part of. So
Well, if we were on around the horn, I'd give you a couple down points right now.
Yeah, you'd be one of the first ones to get like kicked off.
Is there any
That's
way
fine.
we could take Justin Jefferson, throw him off, put AJ Brown on there?
that's a smart move.
He's not really a slot guy though.
Justin Jefferson, I don't think he's as jacked.
Yeah, I think Justin Jefferson, DK, AJ Brown really don't have any place on the list because they're so young and unproven.
I mean, AJ's had 2,000-yard seasons. Jefferson had 1,400 yards as a rookie.
Hunter.
DK's a beast. Like, how's he not proved himself?
Yeah, DK is a monster, but
What bull?
Did you see in the league chat there might be some breaking news involving some stuff? Not NFL, but some stuff. A pending trade.
In like the sleeper app?
Yeah.
You made
There's
a trade?
Not done by me. So I'm happy with my team.
how do I see this, Bull?
Just go into the league chat and the shady.
Is it a trade that happened or a trade that is being talked about?
It is a trade is now pending, and it involves
Oh,
Stephon Diggs
Trench.
and Adams.
Trench is trading Stephon Diggs and Denzel Mims Trench is trading Devontae Adams and Michael Gallup for Stephon Diggs and Denzel Mims. But
I
who
feel
put a
like
Dookie
that's like,
emoji?
I would also put a Dookie emoji on that.
Yeah.
Like, what's even the point of that?
There's 4 Dookie emojis.
Well, dude, if it gets to 7 Dookie emojis, that's a cancelable trade right there.
So are we going with Justin Jefferson in the slot?
Yeah, no, that's the list. So Stephon Diggs, Allen Robinson, Justin Jefferson, Kelsey, and Kittle. Congrats, guys, you made it.
Yeah.
Don't agree with Kelsey. Should be Kittle and Blockinson,
So,
but it is what it is.
Can one of you guys at the end of this make us a Madden team and like simulate a whole season?
Sure.
Hunter has the
And
latest Madden.
see how it goes.
Do you like the latest Madden, Hunter?
It's the same as last year, but it looks a little better and it runs a little smoother. So yeah.
It has really bad ratings on everything that you look it up on, Bull.
Yeah, I
So did
just
last year.
it runs better. I think it runs worse. I had to really burn a league because I beat a team 24-14, backed out to the franchise menu,
Said
and
you
it told me
lost.
I lost 14-0.
Yeah, I've heard that happens a lot on that game.
Yeah. You just have to fantasy draft. That's the only way around it. If you fantasy draft, it won't give you the scenarios that then force you to lose games that you won.
That's just the system.
Yeah, it's a poorly made game, but it's still fun to play, and it's football. And football's the most
Whoever
fun.
made this doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
100%.
Should I remove this trade so Trench doesn't get young Stephon Diggs?
Diggs is not that young. He's
He's like
28.
26 or 7. Devontae Adams is like 30.
Devontae Adams.
Trench did not draft for a dynasty, and the past
Devontae is
week
1
and a
year
half,
older.
he's been trying to make crazy trades.
Adams is 28. Diggs is 27.
I had this conversation with Chris Duell when he was in talks to trade Lamar Jackson for Aaron Rodgers, that there's like one rule in the fantasy league, and it's that you probably shouldn't try and make Trench better.
Yeah, Trench.
Why would anybody do that?
Trench always gets like the cards always play out for Trench, but he never ends up going to the championship or winning it. Really,
So
Bless you.
bless you.
I definitely think it because Chris is a Packers fan. I mean, it makes sense for him to want Aaron Rodgers. I like Aaron Rodgers over Lamar Jackson, but that's because Lamar Jackson has to play the Steelers twice a year and the Browns twice a year. Like, those two defenses are gross.
Can we make a league rule where if a trade gets 6 poop emojis, the trade gets canceled and you each lose 60 free agent bucks and it gets dispersed amongst the rest of the league?
I like
So
that.
I think it should have to be 8 poop emojis, and there should be no penalties.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's really fair, but
I don't know about the 8 poop emojis though, dude. What if it's a 3-way trade? You'll never get that 8.
What do you mean? You could
Like-
definitely get that 8.
If it's isn't it a 10
there's 12 people, Bull.
Oh, it's 12. I'm a big dumb dingus.
Yeah.
I apologize. Getting blasted on the cast.
Yeah. Well,
On a side note to this league, Austin and Jake, you can cut this out if you want. It's up to you. I don't care.
We can just end it considering we're talking about
Yeah.
such specific shit.
Jake, I wanted you to be a part of this league so we could talk about it on the cast. That would have been
Yeah.
really fun. Fantasy football has a huge presence on YouTube.
yeah.
As a man who's
Yeah,
on YouTube,
our
That is
second
fun.
highest viewed video is the Bills mock draft or whatever.
Yeah, see? And you said no.
the only thing that beat that was boobies. So
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't beat that.
No, we all love titties.
just ask.
And on
Kiss.
that note, I guess find us on YouTube where you found us. Find us on Instagram at Bro Football Focus, and find us on Twitter at Bro Football Focus with one L.
No.
I'm sure you can link every single social media website or profile I ever made, right? Down in the description below.
Yeah, we could. But
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait.
definitely will.
Come on, guys.
Bull, fucking wave.
Wait,
Oh,
come on. Get
goodbye,
it,
Brent.
Jake. No,
No,
get it
Bull,
right
you have to do it with your hand over your head so
Yeah.
you see it in the
because
boxes.
Jake cuts us down.
Yeah, Jake, do it. Jake? Yes.